Yes.
Okay, hold on. This is how you get vascular arms. You've got to activate here. This is how you get veins. Vascular arms. I'll show you how you get vascular arms. You've got to work the biceps and the forearms. So this is both. This is so you hold it there. You've got to feel it come down slowly. Come on. Come down. You got to feel it. Like if you just do this, that's swinging it. That's not good. You don't activate. You got to really like this. So you feel it. You feel it there. So you come up like that position. Then you go down. You feel it as you go down. Because if you do this, you don't feel it in the bicep at all. You've got to really pop out the arm like this, almost swing it. So it's like this. Like there. You can feel it in the bicep there.
Coach, how do you get such a strong hand grip? Does that increase your?
Yeah, I usually do like pull-ups. Pull-ups increase your strong hand grip. There's no pull-ups here, but I'll show you now. I used to use a wrist strengthener when I was traveling around South America. I used to even in Saudi Arabia. When I was working in Saudi Arabia, I used to teach English, and I used to have like a squeezer. You can get a ball, but I had good grip strength from jiu-jitsu. Because I was a brown belt with jiu-jitsu, and I was always the small one. Everyone else was really big, so I needed good grip strength to be able to throw them. So yeah, for choking, for jiu-jitsu and throwing them around, you need good grip strength. And I'll show you how to get good grip
Yeah, because you have an amazing strong grip, and
yeah, like it.
It's like I would hate to get punched by one of those.
No, but this is just from bone strength. Like just hours and hours of punch back. You know, I used to have like really delicate hands. You know, and I still do. You know, I still do because I need to strengthen up. But if you go on punch back, people say you wear grip, but don't wear wraps or wear gloves. But sometimes I do without wraps and gloves to strengthen up the arms.
But to get you're saying the grips for the spring action for the hands
I usually use the strength that I just like when I'm on a long bus ride or on a long journey. I use and it activates the veins and it activates the forearms and makes you more vascular. So yeah. Also this, you come up, you twist it round and you go round. That really activates your bicep. And same with this. You don't do this to swing it. That's not activating the bicep. You've really got to come up like there. And then, hold it there and slow it down. You got to feel it in the bicep. It's all comes from there, and that activates all the veins.
So that gives you the upper body strength as well as the arm strength?
Yeah, your shoulders everywhere.
Okay.
And the bicep. Turn around. This activates all the bicep. And you've got to activate the other side of the bicep. If you don't feel like doing that, you can do hammer kills. Hammer kills. So you're facing this way. It's the same thing. You hold it, pull it out. Don't just do this. Because you don't feel it in the bicep. You've got to feel it in the bicep. So what I do is come up, the same as the bicep kills when you do that. You come all the way up. You feel it there. You've got to feel it there as you come up. So try and move your arms forward one.
See, Coach, because a lot of us who follow you, that's important to us. We want that type of build. We don't want to be, like you always say, like gorillas.
Yeah.
We want to have that suppleness. We want to have that upper body strength. And
you burn more calories from resting if you build your biceps, because your biceps isn't part of your main torso. It's like a little knot on the end of your arm. Well, especially mine. I'm not got huge biceps, but yeah, it's like. So if you feel it, the blood rushes through here, through your arm more. So the more you build the muscle, the more blood rushes through there. And that's when you burn more calories, just by resting. And the biceps is...
And Coach, do you have a series of workout videos that you
Yeah,
on the different parts of the body workout? Because I know personally I have no clue when I go to the gym.
yeah, I'm going to be making those. Now I just did a video of my full body workout, and I'm going to edit that and put it together into 2 shorts. But yeah, I'm going to do how to activate the back. But I do full body workouts really because it feels good to me. But if you're after looking good, then obviously you do like chest day, leg day, all that kind of stuff. But I'm after functional. I like to do a full body workout because it keeps you. That's great for burning more calories because you work your whole body, activates all your muscles in your body. And I do that maybe 6 days a week, 5 days a week. Sometimes I do 7, but you know, that's only for advanced. And obviously if you do 7, you have to, on the 7th day, you have to go a bit slower because it's almost really hard to do it. But yeah, I'll show you how to, what I'm going to be doing. Every week I'm going to be doing workout videos on how to. And now you finish off. 1. And then 1, 2, 3. You see those were half bicep kills, and that's really activates the veins in the bicep.
But
and then when you do finish this, you finish one more. Because I'm losing my grip strength now.
But it immediately shows the upper body strength when you're doing even the half curls.
Like if you do this, it doesn't activate the shoulders more. But if you do both,
yeah,
like
it's.
if you use both, you're working your shoulders here. Like you can just do this, and that works your shoulders.
Right.
But because you're doing bicep kills, it works your traps and shoulders
Okay.
even more.
Hey, Coach, will that help one's posture too?
Yeah. If you're doing this,
Yeah.
you feel it tense in when you come back, you feel it stretch there, and also the traps there. That's why I like to mix it up. I can't just do. If people say do bicep kills, I can't just do this because that just works there. I like to work every muscle. That's why I mixed it up. I did hammer kills then. I did over, which works that area as well, and all the bicep. When you turn it around, you work all the bicep there. And I did like 10 of those, and then 10 alternating ones to really activate the bicep. But yeah, I get bored easily. So, but yeah, I finished now. 4, 1, 2. Yeah, that should be a good warm up to. Well, that should activate the veins now. And this is what really activates the forearms, the veins. Just twist the barbell, hold it halfway up. I usually rest to activate the arms, but yeah, that really activates the forearms there. My forearms are a bit swollen. And then you finish, and now you finish by twisting. It's what activates, and this is the best way to get vascular forearms. You can't really get vascular arms in this condition because it's cold, but if you're outdoors in the sun, in a hot weather, you really see your veins pop. Or if you've been a long time without water, if you're dehydrated, you notice your veins pop. Like when I was in Brazil, I was training outdoors, and I was in the sun, and I noticed my veins popped a lot more. But yeah, everyone wants to look, but it's not really good for you. You know, you know, people are always looking after being vascular, but you know, I just do what feels good to me. Once I do a full body workout, I feel agile. I feel be able to do kickboxing or whatever, you know, whatever kind of sport you're into. But if I was after looking good, I would do, you know, if I wanted to be big and muscular, I would do chest day, a leg day, a pull day, and a push day, you know, and a rest day. But I'm not after that. I'm after total functional strength and to feel good. It's all about confidence. I just do whatever is going to give me inner peace. But yeah, now I do. So now I've done the biceps. I've activated. See that? I've activated the veins. They're not popping because we're in a cold environment. But if I was outdoors, if I was in the sun, if I was in a hot environment, my veins pop. But it's like, and you notice that even if you just do a body workout and you go in the sauna, you'll wonder why your veins are showing in the sauna. It's just because you're dehydrated and the hot weather makes your veins show. So you do these to really activate your forearms, twist all the way around, do as many as you can until you should start to feel your grip getting loose, almost like you're about to drop the weights. Do the other way. Oh, yeah, that's really difficult. The last one. You just finish. shoulder presses. Back. Just be able to feel it, it's all in your back as well. So yeah, that should activate your veins. But your veins, that's like a warm, and then when you do, and you've activated your veins, you'll feel, if you're going over exercises, you'll see your veins pop, because that's like you've activated them. Your veins are like woken up now. All around here it's like woken up, so it's a bit swollen right now. But if you're outdoors or in the hot weather, or in a hot environment, you'll see your veins pop, and then even when you're going over exercising now, you'll see your veins are pop, because your veins are kind of like woken up, your blood's rushing through your arm. So then even when you do leg work now, blood rushing through your arm. I pulled the muscle in my back, so I'm just gonna go light on my back. I pull the muscle right here. I feel it every time. So this is my favourite exercise because it works the whole of the body. I do stuff that works, like I hardly ever do that one. That's like a bicep curl machine. You just do that. I very rarely do that because I like to, it doesn't feel like we're working. Stretching. And I always start off warming up with exercises to activate like the whole muscle, like the whole upper body. Like I never warm up, like that was a great warm up, you know. That was more than a warm up, that's like, you know, but like David Goggins said, you can go all day, you know. People usually finish our workout, but usually that's a good, that just wakes me up for the day to get me going. But yeah, I usually, like I don't warm up with like, you know, a bicep curl or something where I'm sitting down doing nothing. I always warm up with something where I'm standing up, you know, a full compound movement like deadlifts, military press, they're the best because they work the whole body. And then when you activate your whole body, your body's awake, and so you can do any kind of exercise.
Hey coach, how often do you recommend changing the weight when it becomes comfortable with the person? If it becomes too easy, then, or does that not matter as long as you're doing the exercise?
I very rarely like look at the weight. I used to when I was younger. I used to look at the weight, but now I'm just after feeling good and going after my, you know, being healthy, athletic. You know, so if you're after hypertrophy, how do you say it? You know, the British word. If you're after big muscles, as I say, looking good, then obviously you measure the weight, and then the next week you try and do more weight, and the week after you try to do it. You don't wait like a day because your body needs time to recover. Unless you're really, really young and really fit, then maybe you might increase the weight day by day, but very rarely, maybe week by week. I think I've gotten stronger since I've been in the USA because I've started to eat meat again. But yeah, I very rarely look at the weight. I used to now I just do until I start to feel the pain. Until I start to feel, not the pain, but the discomfort. Until I start to feel the burn, I start to feel. So I just sometimes I do high rep range because I'm athletic ability. You'll be able to, you know, do lots of reps, able to go longer. But yeah, people say, and that's good for athletic ability. So I don't, right now, I can look at the weight. I've now got my contacts in, so I don't measure the weights. I just measure what feels like I push myself through limitations. Obviously, you don't sometimes look at the weight. I know I've increased my weight, definitely the leg machine, because you recover your legs a lot faster because they're, you know, you rest those a lot more, especially night time. Those are really strong muscles, so they recover really quickly. So you can probably increase your weight on your leg machine, probably like every 3 days or something. But if you're older, probably every week. But yeah, I never look at the weight. I never look at how much. I just do until I feel like I've done enough. But I know I can lift a lot more now since I've been in the USA. I started to eat meat more and animal proteins. Just go a bit lighter. do just high rep ranges. So here you feel it in the bicep, the shoulders, the forearms, everywhere. Your abs, because you're pulling it. It's like you're on the rowing machine. And you hold it here, keep the back straight. That's what you do. Like if you just do it like this and you flap all that, swing it isn't good. And your back straight. Obviously, we might put this forward. Shock your body. So this really wakes up your body. So like your body's like a dynamite, like a stick of dynamite, and you're tapping into it. You can't just do this really slowly. I always do at least one set where I really go explosive, just to wake my body up, even if it doesn't look healthy, just to wake my body up. And the rest of the exercises I kind of do about 80%, but like some exercises sometimes go 90-95%. Sometimes I feel sometimes 100%. You never know. Who knows what 100% is? So you feel the stretch here. Hold it. Do at least 1 or 2 reps where you hold it, so you can feel it in the back. Now twist the arms around. You should feel the Christmas tree on your back, the Christmas tree muscles. When you twist the arm around, you can really, if you hold it there, you feel the lower back there. I didn't do any rest between sets because it's lightweight and it shocks my body, it wakes me up. So when I leave the gym, I feel alive. Whereas if I didn't shock my body, I would just leave the gym and I wouldn't feel alive and awake. It's all about confidence, to be able to have the ability to do what I want. Either kickboxing, swimming, football, whatever. Either kickboxing, football, whatever kind of sport you want to do, or whatever athletic ability. Hold it there, that's where you really feel it. I did lots of reps there, lightweight. So like tomorrow, I might do heavier, mix it up. I never do the same workout twice, always mix it up.
Hey coach, one of my problems and many American men problems is the size of our waist.
Oh yeah.
So with this exercise you've just completed, would that work the waist as well? Or?
Like I said, you can't do spot reduction. People say, oh, I just want to lose weight around. I don't think that exists. To just lose weight around it, you got to lose.
The midsection. I mean, that's with the.
I mean, I just do bodyweight squats. People think you got to do sit-ups. Sit-ups activates the muscle. It warms up the muscles. You can, in fact, but it also builds muscle. So that might do the opposite effect. It makes you you know, kind of stronger and your strong core. But no, the best thing is squats, bodyweight squats. That's the number one exercise. Don't do those leg press machine might work, but yeah, this works. And don't if you're after losing fat around the belly, don't do run on the treadmill for 2 hours. That'll do the opposite effect because that builds up cortisol. If you're gonna do running, do sprints, like, you know, sprinting for like maybe 10 seconds at a time, then jogs for 10 seconds, then sprint for 20 seconds. You know, anything that activates, so you're breathing from the lungs. Even this, even that, it just wakes up your body, it shocks your body. So yeah, but yeah, bodyweight squats are the best because you activate these muscles. You don't just activate the glutes, it activates these muscles around here, the waist, you know, your love handles. But yeah, squats are the best because it also becomes your foundation. If you have strong abs and strong legs, your body weight around here, your fat around here will just naturally burn away, even when you're resting, because it also improves your posture. Like, see, I have good strong legs. My posture sometimes, when I'm not doing boxing, sometimes sometimes my back's curved because I do a lot of boxing, but usually because of my strong legs, but I seem a lot taller than I am. I used to didn't do legs. Yeah, and I used to be a bit like a gorilla and a bit hunched over like a hunchback, like a lot of some bodybuilders are. But yeah, it all comes through the core. So do like maybe 100 sit-ups a day, or 100 squats, just a body weight squats, or 15 minutes. You can do one. They're very easy. I just do them in the shower sometimes when I'm waking up in the morning. Some days, not every day. Like I didn't do this morning. What I didn't do today. You activate, you jump, and you hit forward, mix it up. Yeah, do these, you'll feel the burn until you feel the burn in the hamstrings. That's when you know it's too good. Yeah, people think you gotta do sit-ups. No, but just try it for yourself. Do squats every single day, these kind of squats. Watch what happens. You feel the burn. Once you feel the burn, you feel your hamstrings are building muscle, and this weight around here, the fats around there, which naturally go away because you build up tone muscle. But the best way is I don't do running. People think, oh, you got to run to lose body weight. No, because then when you run, you're still going to eat afterwards and still going to put it on. You just got to build up lean muscle. Lean muscle is number one. So if you have lean muscle around here, around the mid waist from squats, when you're resting and when you're eating, when you're sleeping, the blood's pumping through that lean muscle, you know, much more, so you'll burn off the fat, much more. You'll wake up, you know, like I sleep, and I wake up skinny. I go to sleep after the gym, and I'm like really bulky, then I wake up, and I'm really skinny because I've got kind of toned lean muscle from no rest in between sets, you know, going from machine to machine, pretty fast, keeping the heart rate elevated.
But coach, you're also a very healthy eater, so does that have?
Yeah, intermittent fasting. If you're older and you find it hard to just lose fat around the waist, do intermittent fasting. You know, drink lots of water, apple cider vinegar. Yerba mate, you know, or black coffee. 1 black coffee a day. Yeah, I just went from that to that real quick. So you've got to shock and activate the muscle. Like if you're just doing this, just doing really slow and just like you don't feel the you're not breathing from your stomach, then you're not gonna shock your body. You're not gonna have toned lean muscle. So yeah, the only way you got to burn fat is from breathing from your, and you do that by, you know, if you're sprinting, you know, but I don't recommend running because I'd rather build up lean muscle, because if you build up lean muscle, you burn not just around your stomach, which you might do from running, your legs, but if you do build up lean muscle from every part of your body, you'll have, you know, you'll burn fat from every part of your body. You might have 0 fat on all your body. Well, not 0% fat, that's impossible, but unless you're dead. But yeah, I just try and work every muscle in the gym, and so mix it up. Give it a chance, upper body a chance to rest. So we use the leg press machine. It's probably my favourite machine for kicks. But yeah, all power comes from the core. Like I have good control over my body because I have a strong core, and I have a strong, I don't mean core of the stomach, I mean core around the hips, the waist, around here, this one. Squats. I used to squats like every day. Even just in the shower, just do 20 as many as you can do. I'll mix this up. I'll do some here. But to really activate my glutes, but flicking there. You really feel it there in your glutes and your hamstrings, and that's really your core. And you feel it in your lower back as well. The core isn't just here, it's your back, all around here, so including your back as well.
Coach, does that help the rear end too? Does it tone the butt?
Yeah, really. This is probably this and squats, bodyweight squats, are the best for toning. You rear end, people think you've got to do heavy barbell squats. No, that's good for building big legs. Unless you do lightweight, you can do lots of reps. But yeah, I always used to leave the gym wobbling when I did barbell squats because that's what the magazines told me to do. Since I just do this, or bodyweight squats, I leave the gym feeling toned and ready. Obviously this one a bit sore, you got to do a bit. Stretch a bit, stretch your legs, stretch your hamstring, stretch your calf muscle. Oh. I need a towel. Stretch when I'm running, because you feel it burn around the hips. Obviously, take your time if you're not used to it, if you're not an athlete. So just don't do what I do, unless you're an athlete, and then you can do it, but usually take your time, going to machine to machine. Like say I'm breathing from my stomach now. Once you get to this point, you know you reached a good stage. Like if you just go to the gym, you see these girls and these guys, they just go to the gym. Most of the girls, they just go, or they go. Obviously, like girls, they do it slower, you know, and they don't breathe. That's why they don't have that toned muscle, which burns all the fat around the body. But you got to breathe from the stomach. That's why swimming to me is number one. Is if you want to, you know, feel alive and feel the most healthiest in a quick, short amount of time, and you don't want to do all these machines on the gym. Swimming, especially if you're older, works all your muscles in your body. Even just paddling until you're breathing from the stomach, because that activates the thing when you breathe in for your stomach called the lymph system. Once you breathe in and you breathe out, that's life itself. And the lymph system is a system in your body that cleanses every cell in your body. So when you do this, you're also burning fat and you're cleansing all the old cells, you know, which rejuvenates you and makes you healthy. So yeah, I've learned all this from Tony Robbins. But Get the Edge from Tony Robbins when I was like 17 or whatever, and he told me about the lymph system, and that's when I was obsessed with breathing in. Even if you're just outside and you go, you take a deep breath and hold it here for a few seconds, and then you'll feel instantly better. That's when people feel so amazing when they go out for, you know, go outside and breathe in the fresh air in the morning. It cleanses all your cells in your body. So hold it here, feel the stretch. Every muscle in your legs. So you feel it in the lower back and the glutes. I didn't just work my legs there, my glutes, I worked also my lower back. You're gonna feel it there, that's all the core. So you've only done a few machines, and that's already kind of like a full body workout, especially when I was mixing it up there. So yeah, if you feel it, you only need to spend about 20 minutes at the gym, bare minimum. 20 minutes to an hour, no over. Don't run on the treadmill for 2 hours, because that would just cause cortisol. You cause you stressed out. You gotta feel alive, you know. That's what you see as marathon runners. They're not jacked. Marathon runners usually skinny or weedy, you know, and they usually look sick by the end of it, or they have like lots of heart attacks because too much cortisol in the body. It's too much stress and it's too boring. Obviously, you get bored, just your body needs to mix it up, activate every cell in your body. But sprinters, they are jacked. If you look at the difference between sprinters, marathon runners, they have huge muscles, ripped all over. But you see marathon runners, they usually look really skinny, they're really frail, and they just have like a bit of pudge around the belly or something, because they long distance, we're not supposed to do that. You know, just run. We're supposed to be sprinters, we're supposed to, you know, hunters, gatherers, supposed to be on the hunt, you know, and escape animals really fast. So yeah, if you're going to do running, do sprinting. I mean, just try it yourself, go online now and you see the difference between sprinters and joggers. So it all comes down to activate the lymph system. So you feel like breath, like you see marathon runners, they're just doing this. They're not really breathing from the stomach, they're breathing from the lungs, they're breathing from the mouth area, the throat. which isn't going to activate anything. You got to shock the body and wake it up.
And coach, that's what makes you such a, well, you were a champion swimmer, I understand, in
Yeah.
England.
Yeah, in England.
So that makes, this prepares you for that, or this is,
Yeah.
or they go together,
It's like-
complementary, or?
If you breathe for the lungs and you activate your body, like when I did kickboxing from swimming, I had unlimited energy. That's because you try swimming now for a few weeks, you'll go home and you feel so happy and so alive because you're activating the lymph system and you're working every muscle in your body. You build up tone muscle, and breathing from the stomach cleanses every cell in your body. And when you cleanse every cell in your body, that gives you natural energy. You know, the energy we had when we were like 15 or 16, you know, when we were wondering, why am I so full of energy when I was younger? Like, because all your cells are clean, because you're breathing from the stomach. But as we get older, we learn to just get a bit down, a bit depressed, we just breathe from the mouth. You know, people told to just do running. You know, you've got to breathe from the stomach, and I had unlimited energy. Also from a strong core. Not from having big muscles, big arm muscles, but you know, a strong core. I was doing sit-ups every day, squats every day, and my kicks, I felt really agile. And kicks even now, like, when I went to the gym when I was in my 20s, I kind of overdid it and I read magazines, what magazines tell you to do to build up your muscles, do body weight, do barbell squats, and I felt swollen, you know. But no, it's okay, I'll do the back machine. How am I doing? Upper body. So my body's rested enough. Just the same as before, like barbell raises. See, even now I'm sitting down, but I'm so full of energy, I can't sit still. Because I've activated the lymph system from breathing from the stomach. That's a stupid idea. Don't go heavy. Go lighter. Go lighter, do mini reps.
So you said you recommend at your comfort level, coach, right?
Yeah, at least do like one exercise. If you're older, yeah, just do one to go at your comfort level until you feel yourself come alive. But once you sweat and you're breathing, if you finish a set and you're going like I was before, that's when you know you're doing good. Because that's what speeds the blood flow, cleanses every cell in your body, activates the lymph system. Yeah, speeds up your metabolism. Whereas you see people that go to the gym, they just do this. You know, they're doing nothing. They might as well not turn up to the gym. But yeah, it's easy. Just do one set. Just go, okay, I'm not feeling it this set. Okay, but next set, I'll just do one set where I'm really going fast, or you're really pushing yourself. But obviously, if you want to build a big bodybuilder type of muscle, then obviously you rest in between sets. And obviously you still bring yourself alive from breathing. That's healthy for you. But if you want to look like one of those fat bodybuilders, you know, they rest a lot in between sets. I don't rest in between sets because I like to be fit and agile and to be toned. Yeah, that's where I feel the most healthiest and alive. Yeah, when you do this, because you're sitting down, so you got to feel you're tensing, like squeeze your back as if you're holding a pencil in between your back muscles. Because this is sitting down, so you're relaxing some of your muscles. So you're able to focus more on upper body. Like before, we were working the core, the whole body. But this is just mainly focusing on the chest, and the shoulders, I mean. Keep my posture upright, because posture is everything. Once you work your abs and you do squats, like probably you don't have to do it every day, but probably almost every day, then you feel your posture, like your squats, you feel your glutes be able to come forward and your posture up straight. And once your posture is good, that's when everything flows good for your body. You feel so much more healthier. Whereas your posture's bad like this, then everything, that's the big cause of disease and an unhealthy lifestyle.
Hey, Coach, what is your recommendation on sleeping, for someone who's young and in good shape? I mean,
Yeah.
how many hours is that something that's
I mean, when
important?
you're young, it doesn't really, if you're young in 20, because I was sleeping when in high school, I slept for like maybe 2 hours sometimes if I was writing essays all night for my high school. But as you get older, definitely. Like I said, I was saying posture is number one, because if your spine is aligned, then the chakras, those yogis, that actually exist. If your spine's aligned, everything flows good from your head to your body. But if you're hunched over, there's many diseases behind every bad posture, and you look shorter as well. So if you want to look taller, do ab work and those bodyweight squats. 8 hours sleep. But Arnold Schwarzenegger sometimes got 6 hours sleep. So if you do 6 hours sleep, you won't be able to go probably 100%, but you can still go good. So yeah, when you're older though, if you're past your 50s, then 8 hours sleep.
So sleep is very vital in your
Very, very important.
in your own regiment.
Yeah.
And you see the difference, Coach, if you don't have your
Sometimes,
necessary.
if you sleep not enough, then I usually have a black coffee or some yerba mate, and then that's enough to make me feel awake and wakes myself up. But if you're over 50, definitely get 8 hours sleep, and then you can still have a coffee as well to wake yourself up. Because one black coffee is healthy for you. One black coffee, anyway. Try not to have more than 2, because then it's kind of like anything. Too much of one thing is bad for you. So yeah, one black coffee, it speeds up your metabolism. It helps cure Alzheimer's. It's good for your brain. It activates your brain. Even you'll feel more alert when you drink one black coffee or yerba mate. Your brain and your body just feels much more alert. So it's really good for the brain, because the brain is really important at the source of it. It's good for the heart. It speeds up your metabolism, and it really wakes you up for a good workout.
Hey, Coach, you mention in your videos, your training videos, about yerba mate, I think is what you refer to. Most Americans, myself included, of course, have no idea what that is. Is that?
Yeah, it's a famous drink in South America, in Argentina. Really popular with people like Messi and Aguero, these other. But yeah, I wish I discovered it when I was younger. Yerba mate, I try and have it every day. Or Tenere in Paraguay, as they call it. It's really good. I usually stand outside and take off my shoes and have my feet touch the earth in the sun, and nothing just makes me feel more at peace. Like today I had it. We both had. I was standing outside. I took my shirt off, having the sun touching me, had the feet touching the earth, and it's like herbs from the natural ground. If you look at it online, it's all natural herbs from the ground. Have that with ginger, chopped up ginger, which cleanses your whole body. Strip it through a straw. If you find a metal straw, just type in yerba mate. You'll see on YouTube, and you'll see these Argentinians and South Americans eating it, and instantly, every single time, I just rush straight to the bathroom every single day, because you feel it cleanses all your colon. Like, I had it every single day when I was in Paraguay, and no joke, about 5 minutes afterwards, I rushed straight to the toilet and just poop everything out. You don't realise how unclean you are until you really drink yerba mate. Have it with ginger. Chew on ginger when you're drinking it. So I get a big chunk of ginger, and I chew on the ginger, maybe 2 or 3 chunks of ginger, and you really cleanse all your colon. Because if you have a bad colon, that's where all disease comes from. If you have a clean colon, you have a clean life, your whole body's clean. Your guts is like your second brain. So yeah, I really think every country in the world should drink yerba mate. But then if every country in the world drank it, everyone would be healthy, and Big Pharma wouldn't profit. So yeah, yerba mate, I think is the best, my favourite drink ever. Have it with, chop up some ginger and some mint, or just ginger is number one. Get a big chunk of ginger, chop it up, eat the ginger, chew the ginger as you're doing it, as you're drinking it. Put some in the yerba mate. It's like yerba mate is like some herbs this far. Put the straw all the way to the bottom, and put big glass. Get a few bottles of water, or a glass of water, a flask of water. Pour it in, and drink all the water. And it alkalines your whole body instantly. you feel the pH level in your body, in your brain, just instantly goes to neutral. I do it, if I could drink it, I drink it every day, just out in the sun, and you feel instantly at peace, like nothing bothers me. I feel at peace so much, like my whole body is just alkaline. Like you're wondering why people are so angry. And it's all because of the gut in the food, and you think, oh, why am I so angry, why am I so irritable? But you see these Argentinians or Paraguayans, they look, sometimes a lot of them in the farm life, in the nature, they drink it every day and they glow, they have this, they're really happy. That's because they're alkaline, the whole body. It all comes down to alkaline, your body having a good balance, a good pH level in your body. And then now, number one, strong core. So I do that stretch, that extend the muscle here. You do that stretch, extend the muscle here. It's really good, you activate the traps there, so it really wakes you up. So you open up your diaphragm, you feel your back stretch. That's when you're ready to rock and roll. I get bored of doing these because I don't feel the burn until I do about 60 or 50 of these. So it gets big.
But for the average one, coach,
Sorry?
for folks like me who are not in good shape, how many would you start off with?
As much as you can do. It depends on each person. It's like, I can't say do 30, then some people can't do 30. If I started off and I had no core muscles, doing 10 would be hard. So start off by just doing sit-ups on your bed. You know, maybe not all the way up. Just go at your own level. Don't go 100%, especially if you're older. Just go until you feel it's uncomfortable, you know. I can't say every person's different, so I can't. We're not all robots. We all have our own, you know, aches and pains. I make sure I twist it just to mix it up to work the obliques. Sometimes there's grip. I have to. Have a bit of rest. Continue, do some more. I should have warmed up, so now I start to feel the burn.
In my count, that was about 60 or 70.
No, that was only about 40, I think, or 30. But now I can feel the burn now when I'm doing it. So that means so I know it's working. Sometimes I get bored, so I sometimes do crunches to go all the way to the bottom. 1, 2, 3. So I just did 5 crunches then, and that separates the abs. You feel the separation in the abs when you do that. So do it to the side, to the left, to the right. to the left, to the right. Let's do one more set. That should be about 50 when I'm finished.
So, Coach, what parts of the body does that? Do you feel it? The burn in? Is it the legs or the thighs?
I feel it all over. Sometimes I feel it here. It's strange, but yeah, mostly the whole abs, upper, lower, the whole abs. Usually if you just do sit-ups, you feel it in the upper abs, but this works all the abs except for the. Doesn't really work the lower here. But do that works the obliques. And then finish off with some breathing exercises. So open up, stretch. See how that works. The whole abs, even the back. I sometimes do, when I was in Brazil, I did Roman chair sit-ups. Those are a bit dangerous because Bruce Lee severed his nerve. I think he did a good morning, which activates the back. But yeah, I did about 30 Roman chair sit-ups. They're probably the hardest because they work the lower back as well. Your back goes all the way down, your body's elevated mid-air. But only do Roman chair sit-ups if you're advanced. Yeah, if you're starting off, just doing ab work, just do sit-ups on the bed. Just do easy sit-ups on the bed. I mean, if you can do 10, that's good. If you do 20, great. But yeah, just start off at your own level. So if you've never done anything like this before, start off seeing how many you can do on the bed. And if doing sit-ups on your bed gets boring, then try do sit-ups on the floor. If that gets boring, then try sit-ups on this. If that gets boring, try Roman chair. Nice sit-ups, those are the worst. Oh. I'm gonna activate. Yeah. Oh. I pulled a muscle in my back, so I'm trying to activate this back muscle here, because that's good for that stretch. And yeah, so I'm gonna focus on the core of this workout, because all strength, all power, all mobility comes from the core. You see all these guys who do parkour or kickboxing or Bruce Lee and everything. Bruce Lee won't be able to do all the kicks, the holding the leg kicks, you know, when he does this, when he holds the leg kick and he holds it as high as he can. He can't do that without a strong core or strong glutes, because all of it, you feel it right here. You feel it right there. So yeah. You feel it, right in the glutes right there. So all of it comes from the core. All the mobility. Even now I'm able to do this. I feel it all from the core because I'm centered. Even when I stand still, I'm centered in line. It's hard to knock me off balance unless I'm moving a lot with it. But when I was doing read those Men's Health magazines, said you gotta look like a gorilla, you've got to be big like a gorilla. I felt lopsided, but it all comes from a strong core. Like, I just think of it as the foundation, your structure, like a building. If a building didn't have a strong core, like the things holding it together, like the Twin Towers, whatever, what do you call it, the beams holding it up in the center. if it doesn't have a strong core, it's going to collapse. Same with your body. If you don't have a strong core, your body just feels lopsided and your posture's wrong, and that's where all disease comes from. You got to keep a line, a straight spine, you know, and your chest is out and you feel and look much better, and you actually look taller. Sorry, I've got to pull the muscle in my chest. So I'm going to take it easy, but yeah, it all comes from a strong core. I know it's talking about abs, the back, could be work there with the leg machine. Now working the back, lower back, a strong core, strong glutes. That's when you're really strong, you have a good foundation, so nothing bothers you. So yeah. So yeah. Now we're going to work the back, because I've not done this exercise for a while. So I always do exercises that I've not done for a while. If I look at the machine, I think, oh, I've not done that for a while, I'll do that. Never do the same exercise, the same workout, the exact same workout 2 days in a row. Always mix it up. It all comes from activating your muscle. If you just do sit-ups, if you're just starting out, like I just started out. If I started out when I was like 14, 13 or 12, when I was just doing sit-ups and push-ups, it's good for the start because you're a newbie, and they call everything called newbie gains. Once teenagers start working out, they have a thing called newbie gains where the muscle is just being born, so it looks a lot more ripped, than others are. But that's just all in the looks. It isn't actually more stronger or more ripped. It's just because it's fresh. It's just been born, But it isn't stronger than anyone else. It's all deceiving. So they have a thing called newbie gains. But if you do sit-ups and push-ups for years and years, eventually your body's just going to get bored of it and look used to it, and your body's not going to develop at all. So you've always got to mix up your workout. Never do the same workout 2 days in a row. This is a bit like my warm down. It's too easy. That's too easy. It's way too easy, machine. Finish those on there, gonna shock my body. Feel the whole stretch in your body. So you activate all 3 pillars of fitness: strength, endurance, and flexibility. We've worked all 3 in this workout because we've worked out strength with lifting weights, endurance from running to each machine, having no rest in between machine, and flexibility from going the full range of motion. And especially with a strong core, your flexibility will be amazing with a strong core, because all movement, all maneuverability comes from the core. You see Bruce Lee wouldn't be able to do all those movements if he didn't have a strong core. Same with people who do parkour, all these gymnastics. You ask them anything, it all comes from the core, activates the core. You hardly see these parkour guys, you hardly see them with a belly. And if they do, it's probably because it's mostly muscle. Well, they're agile because they have a strong core. And a strong core equals a fast metabolism. It helps you breathe from the diaphragm, from the stomach as well. With a strong core. So activate your lymph system. that, dude. Feel the stretch.
Coach, do you exercise every day, or do you recommend daily exercise like this? Or
Unless you're a pro athlete, I don't recommend exercising every single day. At least have one day off. But even on the rest day, you can go for a bike ride or a walk or something. But yeah, I've worked out every single day for the past 25 days. But I need to have a rest day. I think I've had like one rest day, but I could feel I pulled muscle in my chest, in my back. But if you're younger, you don't really need a bit of rest day. If you're a pro athlete and you're getting good rest, if you're sleeping 8 hours a day, if you're not sleeping 8 hours a day, definitely don't. 8 hours a day, good protein. 8 hours a night sleep, and good protein. You can probably do it every day, but you can't go ballistic every day. You've got to have at least one day where even your body will feel it, where you can't go 100% every day, unless you're like a real good pro athlete and you're elite level, like Cristiano Ronaldo or something. I'm sure even Ronaldo has rest days. This is like a little bit of my warm down now. See, now I'm just light weights, doing lots of reps.
this is your cool down.
Sorry?
This is your cool down
Like my
session.
Cool down session.
Okay.
Just do lots of reps to activate the. You can do. It's good to do lots of reps to activate your quads. You go 14, 12. Yeah, I think like footballers, like Ronaldo, does like hundreds of these, I think. So you feel the burn. This is like your posture. Once you have good strong quads, you feel your legs firm on the ground, and your posture's upright, your posture straight. That's where all good health comes from. Yeah, I've rested my chest a bit today. Even though I've done all exercises like the back pull that activates the chest. But I've got like a pain in my chest. So I'm gonna rest that. Last step. This doesn't activate the quads because this activates the glutes, so you're activating the love handles here also. This is also good for removing a bit of fat around the waist. But bodyweight squats, like I showed you before when I was standing up, they're number one. Let's get rid of the. But I've activated every muscle in the body now. So when I go home, that's how you get tone muscle. And that's how you burn fat, just by sleeping. Activating every muscle in your body. So the blood's rushing. The blood now is rushing all through my body, and I feel awake and alive, able to take on anything. And that's what matters, to feel alive and healthy. So,
Coach, you almost make it look like fun. And exercise.
it is fun. I mean, it is fun. Like if I went on the treadmill for half an hour or an hour, I wouldn't be able to do that. I just find it so boring. But like when I work out, like I was doing the bicep curls, I think, oh, I got bored of this. I need to do this. You feel like I'm punching the air. You know, I like to fantasize. Oh, I'm a superhero. I'm punching this guy like Thor. I'm doing like a superhero moves. Or like I sometimes do back fists, you know, bicep curl. Imagine like I'm in a fight or something like Bruce Lee. And yeah, because it gets boring. Just do whatever your body feels like it's doing. Don't care about what other people think, because they're just boring. They're just doing this. Oh, I'm bored. I'm bored. I couldn't work out like that. It's just so boring. You know, just doing this and not breathing. But once you feel alive and shock your body, you feel alive, and it becomes exciting. It feels like you're in a fight. You know, you're in an action movie. Imagine you're in an action movie. You're going from machine to machine, and you're in like a, I don't know, you're in your own little James Bond movie. You know, and that's real life, because we're supposed to be like, we're supposed to be athletes on our feet and athletic, able to deal with danger whenever we can. Because if you just do this, that might build up some muscle, but you're not going to be able to deal with danger, you know, adrenaline when it hits you in real life, when a real life threat comes. Yeah, even though I might look stupid, I might look daft and, you know, insane, it makes it exciting. In my own head, I'm like, in my own action movie, you know, and that's how it's supposed to be. You know, we're supposed to be adventurers, hunters, gatherers, you know, and protect our loved ones, you know, and we're not supposed to be living in cages, you know, just going to work, going to the gym, going home and eating food. We're supposed to be living life on the edge, you know, and climbing mountains. You know, that's why I like Rio de Janeiro. I like climbing mountains, going to the beach, going to the outdoor gym. You know, it makes you feel alive. And we need that. We need to feel alive. There's a reason why, even in dangerous situations, afterwards you feel kind of alive. Yeah, my muscles getting, definitely need to rest my back muscle. Yeah, so if you do that and you feel a pull in your back muscle, that means you need to rest it like I do. Because I usually do that to stretch your organs up. If you do this, like I did then, I do before, I do it every now and then. I do before a workout, you feel the stretch in your back muscles, and that wakes you up. Because your back muscles are probably the biggest muscle in your body, and that's part of your main torso. So you activate that, you've got good posture. If you have a good chest, have a good back, you have good strong posture. It's all about muscle equilibrium.
Coach, your physique is what so many of us want, and that is what made me follow you to begin with, because you do it for the common man and common woman. You don't want to create these walking bunch of muscles.
I mean, I don't have a perfect body. There's no such thing as a perfect body. Everyone has their own idea of what perfect is. So I just do what's healthy for me. Well, I can't do that. I really activate my quads. So I just do what feels good for me. When I leave the gym, I feel healthy, I feel alive. I've worked up a sweat, I've breathed, you know, from my diaphragm, and I feel alive now. I feel like I wake up. It's like women put on makeup, women dress nice clothes. I do this, you know, it wakes me up, it shocks me up. You know, men do this to, you know, to be able to protect, you know, to be able to, not protect, you know, to be able to live life and follow your dreams the way you want to. So yeah, and there's no such thing as perfect. People, like I was in Rio de Janeiro and people say, oh, you got the perfect climber's body. And yeah, that's what, as long as if I'm ever in a near-death situation, like climbing or something, I know I'll be able to deal with myself. You know, if I have a huge muscles and stuff like that, many of the near-death situations I got into in Rio de Janeiro, I just needed to run away. I just needed to be agile on my feet. I needed to have good control on my body. When I was on the beach, this guy was with a group of Brazilians, and some of the favela types were going to rob me and this other group of friendly Brazilians. And they were coming towards us on the beach, and this huge group of guys, and each one of them tried to block one of us. And I had to outrun him. I had a guitar, because I was playing guitar on the beach at the time with some friends, and you know, proper hippie stuff. And I was on my guitar bag, and this guy was like coming towards me. And if he would have grabbed me, he probably would have stabbed me or, you know, robbed me there on the beach. It's like stupid to go to the beach at night time. But I outrun him by, you know, being light on my feet. I was like, I had good control over my body. If I had a good strong core, good, you know, worked up a good athletic body. So when I came face to face with him, and this was a favela type, these favela types, they're really ripped. They spend all the times outdoors doing pull-ups and chin-ups, you know, outdoors in the sun, because they're really outdoor types. They climb trees. You know, you see Brazilians, they have like huge toes, like if you notice, huge toes and like huge, you know, because their genetic predisposition is them, you know, their ancestry has been climbing trees to get coconuts and that kind of stuff. So they, you know, it's like gorillas. See, gorillas, they're, your body adapts to your environment, to what you're used to. That's why a lot of Americans, they're comfortable with a big belly, because they're sedentary lifestyle. But yeah, this Brazilian's coming towards me, and he was obviously the favela types. They're really ripped. You have machetes and pistols, and I literally saved my life not by being big and strong like a gorilla, but by being light and agile. I went from the left side and the right side, and I just ran as fast as I could, and I outrun him. And there's been like 3 times it's happened in Rio de Janeiro. But if I was big and bulky and had like the perfect body, like The Rock or something like that, you know, the other type of perfect body, like high on steroids and stuff like that, I wouldn't be able to outrun him. I probably would have been dead. So yeah, it's all my perspective. So yeah, cheers guys, thanks a lot.